There it is.
Hello, my name's Joe,
I'm Emily.
and today I'll be attempting to save the people of Amity Island
And I'll be attempting to eat them.
in Jaws, the board game.
Just when we thought it was safe to get back in the water.
That's right. Jaws is a 2 to 4 player game for ages 12 and up. Plays in about 60 minutes and is available at Target, Amazon, and Walmart in the U.S. for $29.99.
It's designed by Prospero Hall and published by Ravensburger.
That's right. And Jaws is actually a little bit of a special game because not only do you get one game in the box, you actually get two different games. So there's Act 1 and Act 2. In Act 1, the humans are attempting to save the people of Amity Island while the shark is attempting to eat as many as possible. So Emily will be playing the shark today, and I will be playing the three humans. It is important to note that in a 4-player game, each person would take one of the humans, but in a 2-player game, you get to use all of them. The first act is played in 3 phases. You have the event phase where we're going to draw a new event card, which is going to tell us, where people are going to be, which beaches people will be coming out to enjoy, and if there's anything special that's going on this round. And then the shark will take its turn and get to take 3 actions. And then the crew will take their turns, and you can take the turns in any order, and it can change each round. And then each crew gets 4 actions, and then we start all over again. So again, our goal here as the humans is to save as many people as possible and to hit the shark with some barrels. So we have barrels here in the middle of the table. Quint, if you can remember from the movie, is able to shoot barrels out at the shark. And if he is able to actually hit the shark, then that'll be good because once we get 2 barrels on him, we can flip over and go to Act 2, which is the final showdown, where it's actually like a 1 versus 3 battle where the humans are trying to defeat the shark before it sinks their boat or eats them.
Yeah, either way.
So, we're going to go ahead and get started in Act 1 here and just kind of explain everything as we get to it instead of bogging it down at the beginning. So we'll go right into the event phase and get it kicked off.
Well, I have to pick my start space first.
That's right. Before you do that, the shark does have a tracker here, which is like a pad of paper. And it is a hidden movement game, so we won't know where the shark is at on the board unless we are able to use our tools to deduce where the shark is at. So that's the kind of a game of cat and mouse in the beginning, or boaters and sharks.
For the sake of your entertainment, though, Joe is going to close his eyes, I'm going to use my shark mover to kind of include you, to show you what I've been doing, versus just showing you the book, because you'll see where I end up, but then you won't kind of see, like, all of the fun I've been having.
The actions, So the main actions that a shark can take is move to a location for 1. So if they're at South Beach here, they can move to 7, 4, or 8 for 1 action. They cannot move diagonally, and that's true for humans as well. You can't move diagonally. They can eat swimmers for 1. So if there's a swimmer at a beach and they're at the same beach, they can eat them for 1 action. And that's basically the actions that the shark can take. They do have some special tokens that they can use once per game. There are 4 of them. One of them, Emily will show these to you as she uses them. One of them allows her to eat all of the swimmers at a single beach, or at a beach for 1 action instead of multiple actions, even if there's like 5 of them there.
Yum.
So don't let swimmers pile up. There's one that allows her to move 3 spaces for a single action. There's some that allow her to go undetected to my traps and things like that, or to my not traps, but my buoys, my motion sensors I put out. What's the
your
last
binoculars?
one? I can't remember here.
Your binoculars. You can't see me.
Right. Yeah. There's the undetected one, and
I think that's it.
There's
moving.
Out of sight.
You can't see me.
Feeding
Eat
frenzy.
all of them and don't.
Oh, the one doesn't trigger motion sensors. The other one, you're out of sight no matter what I try to use on you. That's right. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and kick it off with, since you've chose your starting location, correct?
I have.
Did you tell everyone where you started?
I did not.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that so you can show them where you started with your shark mover.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and reveal the first event, and I'll go over the event cards here. So this event here at the top, we have the name of it, Shark Alert! And then you have a cool little picture, and under that it's telling you where swimmers are going to come out. So you'll put 1 swimmer for every letter there, so 1 at the North Beach, and then 2 at the East Beach. So let me move that so you can see Emily putting them out there. And then the special ability says, if the shark's swimmer track is at 3 or lower, also place a swimmer at North, South, and West. So 1 more swimmer's going to go out north, 1 more at west, and 1 at south.
1 at north, 1 at south.
So now all the beaches are occupied. Woo! That's great for the shark. And then since it referenced the shark tracker, let me go ahead and show that off for a second here. So this is Emily's, like, her food tracker. Like, once she eats people, this will move up. And this affects how we start Act 2. So the more people she's able to eat before I can hit her with barrels, the more cards she's going to get in Act 2 to attack us. So the sooner I can hit her with the barrel, the better it is for me, because the crew also will get extra gear if they catch the shark earlier. But if she does get to 9 swimmers, Act 1 does end, because that's the max that you can get to, and we flip over and go to Act 2. So there's 2 ways it can end. Either I can hit her with 2 barrels, or she can eat 9 swimmers. So now it's the shark's turn. So Emily's going to go ahead and figure out what she wants to do on her tracker. And I'll go ahead and, well, I guess I don't have to close my eyes yet here. And then after the shark takes their turn, they have to give the humans 3 pieces of information. If they triggered any motion sensors and where they're at, if they ate any people and which beach they ate them at, and if they used one of their special abilities. They don't have to tell you which one of their special abilities they used. They just have to tell you they used one of their special abilities. So now comes the sneaky part.
Sneaky, sneaky. All right. Close your eyes and I'll go through my movement. So I'm going to use this bonus.
Okay.
Stay closed.
Yep. And if you want to show them just how you mark down in the booklet as well, so they're aware how that works. She does have to mark her ending location. She has to circle any one of the beaches if she ate people there, and then if she used one of her tokens, she has to circle which token she used, and then the token's removed from the game. And that's just a track to make sure someone doesn't make a mistake along the way.
So where I started, where I'm ending, and then the rest of the information that he had said. Okay. All
right, all set?
Done.
Okay, so, did you trigger any motion sensors?
I did not.
There's none now.
None.
Did you eat anyone?
I ate 2 at North Beach.
Okay. So they will get removed from the board, and Emily's shark tracker will go up to 2. And did you use any of your special abilities?
I did.
You used 1. Okay.
I used 1.
You can only use 1 per turn as well, so that's important to know. Okay, so now it is the human's turn. So now it's my job to try and find out where the shark is at. I knew they were at North Beach at least part of their turn last turn because there's people missing.
So just a couple.
Just a couple,
yeah. Snack.
So now I have the 3 different humans, and they all have their own special abilities. So I'm actually going to start with Hooper. So Hooper's over here in the white boat and has the blue meeple. And all of the humans have the move action and the rescue 1 swimmer. So everyone can move and rescue swimmers. Hooper's move action is special because he's in a speedboat. He can actually move 2 spaces for 1 action. Let me think here, though. I think what I'm going to start with is I'm going to move 1 and forgo the second movement of my first action. And for my second action, I want to use Hooper's special ability, the Fish Finder. So the Fish Finder goes down to the water, and the shark has to tell me 1 of 3 things. If I found them, that means they're in that location where I put the Fish Finder. If they're nearby, that means that the shark is adjacent, so they would be in 5, 1, or 6. And if they're nowhere to be seen, I know that they are in none of those areas at all. So
I am nowhere to be seen.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so 2 people were eaten at North Beach, and the shark is not adjacent, so that means that she used a special ability and got out of there somehow. Because to move 1 away, to eat is normally 1 action each, so
normally
I just need to figure out which thing she used here. Okay, so I know that she's nowhere near around there, so I'm going to leave the Fish Finder out so that way I can remember that. The next thing I can do is I can move and rescue some swimmers. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to have Hooper move for 1. He can move 2 spots. And then I'm going to rescue a swimmer for my 4th action. And that just gets removed from the board so that the shark has less food on the table.
Hero.
True hero. That's right. Okay. So now I think I'm going to take Quint's turn. Quint is in the red boat with the green meeple. He can move 1 space for 1 action. He can rescue 1 swimmer for an action. And then he can pick up barrels and stuff at the dock or out of the water or from Hooper's boat. And barrels are important because he's the only one that can shoot them into the water. So he starts with 2 barrels in the beginning of the game. And he can also, his special ability is to launch a barrel, and I can only do that once per round. And if I can shoot it into my space or adjacent space, and if I hit the shark, it goes on the shark's tracker there, and I would only need to do that twice to end the round.
Yep.
Otherwise, it floats in the water as a motion detector for the rest of the game, or until I pick it up. So I'm going to go ahead and move 1. I'm going to rescue for 2 and 3. And then I'm going to shoot a barrel into number 2 for my 4th action.
You did not hit me.
Oh, no. Okay. Alright, so I did not hit the shark there. That's okay. Okay. So now I'm going to move to Brody, the last person. Brody has the move in the rescue swimmers as well. He can pick up barrels. He's the only person that can pick up barrels at the shop and bring them to the docks, because everyone else has to stay in their boats. And he can't leave land, so he can't go out to 1, 2, 3, or 4, because those are out in the deeper water. He does have 2 special abilities, though. He has some binoculars that he can use at the beaches, and then he can close a beach if he's at the mayor's office or the Amity PD. So I'm starting at Amity PD here. Yep. So I'm actually going to start by using my close beach action. So to close the beach, you can close any of the beaches on the island that do not have any swimmers at them currently, because you can't close the beach if people are in the water. So I think I'm going to start off by closing the West Beach. And what that's going to do is the next time that we would have to put any amount of swimmers at the West Beach, it will flip over. And the next time we have to add any amount of swimmers to the beach, it would actually get removed. And then the third time that swimmers would be added, they'll actually get added again. So the West Beach will be closed at least for a little while, till that mayor can try and get it back open, because it is the 4th of July. So that was my first action, was to close the beach. I want to move over to South Beach. That's my second action. I want to rescue a swimmer for my third action. And for my 4th action, I want to head to the shop, so that way I can try and get more barrels for next turn. Okay. And that's all my turns. So that's going to end the crew phase, and we go back up to the top of the round with a new event.
Yep.
So let's go to that. So the event is helicopter. We're going to add 2 swimmers to the North Beach, 1 to the East. Whoops, and that comes off. Yep. And then 2 to the East Beach.
Was it still 2 to the North?
Yes.
Okay, 2 to the North, 2 to the East.
1 to the West. The West one will get added because the beach is currently closed. And it says, Brody may immediately move to any space on the island. Well, I kind of want him to stay where he's at, so I appreciate that. But Brody's going to hang out where he currently is. So, all right. So now it'll go to the shark's turn.
Okay.
All right. Oh, looking at the special.
Well.
Ooh. Decisions. Yeah. Where will she feed this time? And now she has to be careful, because if she goes through the number 2 space without using one of her special abilities, she'll have to tell me that she triggered the motion sensor in space 2.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
So I'm going to use this ability. Keep your eyes closed.
Yep. I feel like I needed a sharky way to cover my face.
So then my thing will look like this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Did you trigger any motion sensors?
Nope.
Did you eat anyone?
2 at East Beach.
Okay. They're gone. And
so
raise your shark tracker up 2.
4.
Oh my. They're going up quick. Did you use any of your special abilities?
Yes, I used 1.
Okay. So where could you have been that you've gotten to East Beach? You were probably at 6 and I missed you, and you moved in there and you're still there. No, you used a special ability. Okay. I want to start off by having Brody take his actions. I'm going to have him grab a barrel for 1 action. I'm going to have him move 1, 2 for his 3rd and 4th action, And I'm going to use the binoculars. So the way the binoculars work is they can only be used at one of the 4 beaches. And essentially I put them in the water, and Emily has to tell me if she's in that location, unless she used a special one that lets her ignore the binoculars and fish finder.
Whether I'm in the beach?
Yep. Are you at the East Beach?
I'm not at the East Beach.
She's not there. Okay. No. Well. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to have Hooper take his turn here. I'm going to go 1, 2. That just seems like a waste for Hooper. I really need to try and figure out where you're at. Okay. I'm going to have Hooper go 1, 2. I want to drop the fish finder in location 4. And Emily have to tell me if she's in 4, if she's nearby, which means she's in 3, S, 8, or 2, or nowhere to be seen.
I'm nearby.
Ooh, okay. So that was my 3rd action with Hooper. So for my 4th action with him, I should probably start heading back north here. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay. And now it's Quint's turn. So she's nearby. That means she is in 2, and she could use a special ability not to trigger the motion sensor. Or 8. Or south.
I could have eaten them both and gotten out. Or I could have moved 3 spaces.
Yep.
The only thing I didn't use was the binocular, because you... Well, no, I guess you don't. Oh, no, you do, because you use the fish finder.
Yeah. Okay. So Quint's going to start his turn by firing into space 8. Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, Quint! No! Okay.
Nothing.
Alright. Let me see here. I'm going to have him go 1... I'm going to actually have him pick that back up, that barrel, because he can pick him up out of the water. And I think I might actually just skip his last action, because I'm going to let Brody bring over the barrel next turn, so I can have another barrel. Yeah. Yep, okay. Alright, here we go, back to the event phase. Shark alert! So... It is another shark alert. This is kind of similar to the first card we got. 1 swimmer will go out at South Beach. 2 will go out at West Beach, but since the beach is still closed, that will just get removed. And then it says if the shark's swimmer tracker is at 3 or lower, place more swimmers. But it's at 4, so only 1 swimmer added this turn. That was a good round. We can hopefully get caught up here a little bit before she eats everyone.
Okay.
And even though those tokens are one-time use, this first act can end quickly if you can eat enough people quickly. So Emily's doing a good job in using 1 per turn instead of letting them possibly go to waste, because if she gets hit by 2 barrels, it's over. So
Sharks are vicious.
The sharks are vicious. That's right, especially this one.
Shots,
not you.
Shots
not you.
fired.
The one in the game. The
barrels.
one from the movie.
Laugh it up.
Tasty, tasty humans. That's right.
Okay, I'm going to.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes.
One. So my movement would be. Oh wait, what did I use? Hold on. Okay.
Oh boy, I'm nervous. I have a bad feeling about North Beach.
Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe South Beach. All right. So, did you trigger any motion sensors?
No.
Okay. Did you eat anyone?
I ate both of North Beach.
Oh. Okay. And did you use a special?
I did use a special.
Okay. So, if she was nearby here, and she didn't trigger 2, you weren't in 8.
smell your brain working.
Yeah. Where did I put the fish finder? I put it in 4, didn't I? So that means you weren't in.
I did put it in 4.
You weren't at the south. You were either in south or 8. So if you're in south, 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. No, that wouldn't get there. You weren't in 8 though. I wonder if that means you were in 2, but you used the one that didn't trigger motion sensors last turn, so you were able to move in there and then use the other feeding frenzy. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna start with Hooper and drop the fish finder right there. Are you there or nearby?
I'm there.
You're there. Excellent. So what that means is that the shark meat will actually go out.
It was worth it for my 2 snacks.
It was, yes. So that's his first action. His second action, I'm going to go 1, 2, and the third action, move there, and the fourth action, save that last person. Now I'm going to take Brody's turn. I want to move Brody here and drop off the barrel to the dock for my second action. And then for 3, I'm going to move back to the mayor's office, and I'm going to close, since I'm at the mayor's office, I'm going to close the West Beach, hopefully keeping the shark away from some people next turn. And then for Quint's turn, I'm going to pick up the barrel for 1, move for 2, 3, and then shoot the barrel into 1, hitting the shark.
Me.
So it'll go on our tracker there. So I'm halfway to catching forcing the showdown between us and the shark. So that'll end that round, and we'll go to the next one. The 4th of July. Oh, I don't think this is a good one for me. Before placing swimmers, open all beaches.
Oh, no.
Come on, Mayor.
What a waste.
And then beaches cannot be closed this round either. And then 1 swimmer goes at each beach. So
that's not
fantastic.
Too bad. 1 each.
Hungry shark, do. All right, so now we're gonna go to the shark's turn. We know that the shark was in location 1 last round, so let's see what Emily decides to do here.
Yeah.
She only needs to eat 3 more swimmers to get to 9. That's gonna be hard with them all spaced out like this. Thankfully. Oh.
Will it? What was my last move?
I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Oh no. But she can get away, and I might not find her for another round here, so she might still get to 9. Remember, I'm trying to stop her before she eats, so that way I have more tools in the second act.
Okay, so I am going to use a special, my last special.
Excellent.
But I'm already at 6 people, so I feel pretty good about myself. So
that's pretty good, yeah.
I'm gonna go. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Oh no.
What?
I don't know, I'm just worried for the people of Amity Island. What? I wish the mayor would have listened to me.
Tourist town, they need their money.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, well then.
Oh, okay.
So this is what it looks like.
Okay.
And now I'm done.
Okay. Did you trigger any motion sensors?
No.
Okay. Did you eat anyone?
I ate the guy at West Beach.
West Beach. Okay. So he's gone. And did you use any of your special abilities?
I used a special.
Okay, so I know you're at 1, so you can go 1, 2, eat, which would put you there still.
Or I could have moved away.
You could have, because you did use a special ability, and I'm wondering which one it is here. Could have used the one that lets you move 3 for a single action, and got in there, and then got out. Alright, let's be smart about this. We don't want to be... Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move... Brody 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to use the binoculars to see if I can find you at West Beach.
I am not at West Beach.
Okay. I'm going to have Hooper rescue that swimmer and go 1, 2 for a second action, and then use the fish finder for 3. Nowhere to be seen?
Nowhere to be seen.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What?
3, 4. All right. So then I'm going to have Quint go 1, 2. I want to fire a barrel into West Beach. Yeah! Did I hit you?
Maybe.
All right. I knew it. It was all a ruse. When you were nowhere to be seen, I knew that couldn't be true. I guess you could have moved one up.
I could have moved over there, too.
Yeah, I had a feeling that wasn't the case, though. I had a good feeling. So that second barrel will go on there. That actually immediately ends the first act. So what we're going to do now is actually flip over to the second act and get some stuff set up here. No more boats. Well, there's one boat now instead of multiple boats. Get that swimmer out of here. And don't need these. Okay, so Act 2, as I kind of said, is almost a completely different game. You still have the humans versus the shark, but this one is more of a fight to the death. So the way that this act ends is the shark will win if all 3 crew members are eliminated. The shark can also win by destroying every tile for the boat. The humans can win if they get the shark's wound tracker to the X spot. So we just essentially have to kill the shark off here before he kills. It's eat or be eaten time, I believe. So the first thing you need to do is assemble the boat. Which so you get a little puzzle here to put together.
It's not a very good puzzle when it tells you everywhere it goes.
If you're not good at puzzles like me, it's difficult still.
Okay.
The shark will get some ability cards based off of how many people they've ate in the last round. So we'll show this here. So Emily ate 6 people.
Oh, I didn't move it back up because I ate my West Beach.
Yeah, you ate West Beach. So you ate 7 people. So she'll get 8 ability cards. And then the crew will get 5 extra gear cards. So,
and then once you get that information, I just flip mine over.
Yep. And
this tracks my damage. So it starts up there at 0 and 17 and then...
So there we go. And these are one-time use abilities that she gets. There's some dice for this round. We need these. I need these. We need these tokens, A, B, and C. Okay, the crew starts with basic gear, so Quint's going to start with a machete and a flare. Brody's going to start with a pistol and a baseball bat. And then Hooper starts with a rifle and a hammer. If I had to hunt a shark with one item, it would not be a hammer. Just going to throw that out there. And then I got 5 extra pieces of crew gear, so these will actually be divvied up between the members, and they can't, like, share them. So, once you have it, you have it. So I got a harpoon gun, a shark cage, chum, and a trank spear. Okay, no ammo. Oh no, that means all my guns are one shot. Alright, so the rest of what I need to do for the humans is actually flip them over as well. And look, they have life counters as well now. And the back of this actually shows you all the steps for this act, all the different phases and how they go, and it kind of gives you a short explanation of what you're doing each time. So let me get these guys flipped over, get their health trackers on here, and then they each get a target token as well, because they'll be targeting specific areas that the shark could come up.
Yep.
And let me move this down a little bit. So the next thing I need to do is actually place them on the boat somewhere. So Brody can go here. Quint, why don't you go on the front of the boat? That's where the barrels were, right? And then Hooper can go right there, I guess. So then they get their gear. It's kind of, yeah. Well, we need to put the cards here too, remember?
Ah.
So then the last thing we need is the resurface cards. And these will go right here. And then that's going to give us 3 different areas the shark could come up. So now I just need to divvy up this gear a little bit. So the chum doesn't really matter because you can just use one on your turn. The cage. Before the shark rolls for an attack, you may play the shark cage. You cannot take any wounds this round. After using this shark cage, discard it.
I feel like Hooper got wounded in the cage a little bit.
No,
he didn't get wounded psychologically.